We already know what time it is. One man is low for the most beneath the brag no most. We have been able to give a toast to the real folks who done paved the way in the real way. Always plays the play. I parlay this great game that we got for y'all today. Now let's talk about it. The Chicago woman was jumped by teens. And the community had to come out and talk about it because we shouldn't be condoning that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And it looked like the woman was pregnant, but she wasn't really pregnant. It turned out, which is a good thing. Well, I think the mother of one of the kids that was involved in the jumping came out and made her kid apologize, if I'm not mistaken. So this shit is just, has people in the uproar, rightfully so. I mean, the son was attacked, and then it said the woman was set on fire. It's crazy. So let's take a look at it. What happened? And y'all tell me if this is the righteous way. Shout out to everybody out there for
Is that Chris?
Man, what is good, YouTube? Y'all already know who it is, bro. It's Lucas J here, y'all. Justice for the most part. She's getting cashed out. She's moved out. Things are doing pretty good. Now it seems like one of the son and her daughter in Chicago, and it's been going crazy on social media. Now, so far, we know the video came out. She got attacked. Right after that, everybody showed up to the school, bombarded the school. There was switches out there with belts, and they really came out for the community. Now, we all know one of the students was laughing, went on to say she was peer pressure, even though she was the leader of everything, and people weren't feeling it. But the father went on to respond, the mother went on to respond, and they wanted to respond within peace. Now, it seems like one of the females that actually responded was the parent of the girl that led the pack, right? Now, she went on to put up a post on Facebook, which her Facebook is now deactivated. And her response is disgusting. She said, let me say this first. My first grade is a grade A kid. She's an AB honor roll student, captain of a cheerleader team, ahead of her class, and some more ish. All good things from every teacher. If you know, you know. We don't owe nobody an apology but the lady and her kids. So y'all grown mother effers looking for a viral moment, please shut the F up. The kids gonna be kids, and there's a kid out here that did way worse ish. Let alone y'all, when y'all was 12 and 13 years old, y'all used to be out here beating up crackheads and all. Y'all don't know us at all. She was peer pressure. If you know my family, you know if we find a friend and a mother effort, we're gonna stand behind them 100%, no matter what. But this is definitely a lesson learned. She was held accountable for her actions. Y'all talking about it takes a village. She got a council, the F, and everybody standing 10 toes behind her. I was never going to go live making y'all mother effer feel no type of way. Once again, we do not owe y'all an apology, P. F y'all mother effers. Know what's going on in real life. Know my kids not raised like that at all, P. Feel how y'all want to feel. F y'all. Now wait, before we get back into this crazy video, bro, I got a surprise for y'all. A lot of y'all be at home just scrolling on your phone all day and not making no money. But guess what? Y'all ain't got to worry about that no more. Literally, if you sign up right now for freecash.com, you can games on your phone. Now, I kid you not. This is no scam. This is all legit. All you got to do is create your account. Literally, put your email in there, create your password, and within like 30 seconds, it's going to be a wall of games for you to play. And hey, you can go ahead and get your merch off and start playing games and making money right now. Now, I ain't sitting up here saying that, you know, you're going to make $100,000 overnight. You're going to become rich overnight. No, this is all legit. This is not a scam. Now, me personally, my favorite was Last Warrior Survival. I thought it was a scam at first, but it's legit, bro. The more you play it and the more you level up, bro, I kid you not, you can make money. And as you see, bro, they topped out at $900. Like, who wouldn't want to make $900 by just using your device? I mean, it's 2025, bro. Everything is based off the internet and based off technology. The least you can do is make some money while you're doing it. I mean, it's simple. All you got to do is scan this QR code or click that link in my description down below, sign up, and start making you some money, bro. And when you use my link, you get a $5 bonus when you sign up, bro. And all you got to do is cash out within PayPal's gift cards, bro. Thank me later, bro. Shout out to Free Cash. As y'all see, she went on to say that, you know, her kid was a great kid and she's the head of the cheerleader team, which I don't know what that's supposed to mean, bro. That just means she's a great cheerleader. I don't really get that. Ain't got nothing to do with character. Maybe she's just saying she got leadership skills, whatever. And went on to say that, you know, she was peer pressured. She's an AB student kid and said that, you know, they standing behind her, saying that, you know, kids gonna be kids, as in if that makes any sense. Now listen, I'm all for the understanding of kids gonna be kids. Cause one thing I do know, kids are kids and kids make dumb decisions. But bro, I don't think nobody ever got to the point where they jumped the innocent woman, smashed a little boy head to the concrete and beat up a girl. Like, there ain't no kids gonna be kids type of moment. That's strictly just like, that's disgusting behavior, and that's something that need to be disciplined and need to be dealt with. You feel me? And she went on to say that, you know, people speaking on it, they just want a viral moment and say they standing behind her, and that, you know, pretty much she was peer pressure. Now, I don't know how you could be peer pressure and you're the leader. It seems like, if anything, you led them and you might have peer pressured them to help you do what she did. You feel me? And to say she's a cheerleader, yeah, I bet she's a cheerleader. She's a captain, right? Because she was definitely the captain of that group when they went on to beat that woman up. You feel what I'm saying? But it just shows that, bro, she's just protecting her daughter, as she should. Because to be real, bro, I'm not gonna say as she should, as in like what she did was right, but I'm saying naturally, mother's gonna protect their kid. You feel me? That's just how it goes. Like, no matter if y'all like it or not, they're gonna be on their kid's side. But in this situation, she gotta admit her kid was wrong, right? Now, of course, people on social media was going up on her, and of course, she literally deactivated her Facebook and deleted everything. Now, another individual that said something was the auntie of this woman that had the James Brown coat on. Now, let me tell y'all something. She been going viral all on social media. People on social media been cooking her, calling her all type of names, which I don't feel like that's right, because she is a kid at the end of the day. Her auntie went live and she spoke on the situation and started on the troll. And it just shows that, bro, we don't take nothing serious, gang.
What's funny though, y'all was looking for me and y'all was chiming in. I don't know nothing about. Oh, is this little Miss? Yeah, that's Miss Ugly Jacket. That's my niece. What you talking about? Sad. No, you sad, bitch. You sad. I want to go outside now. I'm ready to go outside. I'm going outside. I'm going outside, bro. Samaya, what's funny? Girl came out of black, pink, and brown. Don't worry about what she came out the house with. crunched out there. You worried about the wrong shit. Your mama. They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. Like, y'all found me all the way on TikTok. Oh, your niece. Did you want to?
So she actually thinks she's doing something like cool by being ridiculed. So you going on live to catch more ridicule so you can answer and make a fool of yourself even more. This generation is incredible. I mean, they know no bounds to the stupidity that they do. It just keeps permeating deeper and deeper to degeneracy because it doesn't make any sense. You don't feel no shame at all. You just going online thinking that this is your 50 minutes of fame moment. No, you just look stupid, ridiculous. Whoever raised you failed.
Dish. You want the dish. You want the dish. You want the dish. Where's Miss Little Flamingo? She's not too far. Go outside. I'm ready for outside. Don't go after me. Y'all don't even know. Y'all wasn't even there. Shut up. I don't think nothing cute. Y'all bother me. Y'all follow me all the way on TikTok. What the fuck? They trolling. They funny. I don't give a fuck though.
Now, as y'all see, she went on to speak on the situation, really laughing about it, not saying too much, and saying that somebody got crushed and y'all on live and just saying like, she outside. And it just shows that, bro, they ain't got no sense of urgency. And 9 times out of 10, bro, when it comes to Chicago, a lot of stuff just don't get solved. But I feel like in this situation, it will because of how big it done got and how global it has, bro. At the end of the day, this is just a wake-up call for all the parents out there to be in your kids' life. Actually pay attention to what they doing, fam, and actually see what's going on because what they did was just pure unacceptable. And it just shows you that our generation is falling, fam. And y'all know they say in the Bible, even the generation get worse and worse, but they get wiser. You feel me? And I'm not gonna lie. Imagine what we seen on camera. Can y'all imagine what's been done off camera? You feel me? That just shows you how effed up things is. But I'm happy that people are starting to put the pressure on the family. And like I said, they still should be arrested. Don't get it messed up. Them kids should be arrested. And something got to happen, fam. And that school should be sued. I just got tongue twisted. But prayers to the woman that actually got that done to her. She moved out. Shout out to Lil Zay Osama. Shout out to the whole community. Shout out to her kids and everybody that looked out for him because, man, I promise you, that was well needed. And it just shows that it's still some type of love out here, bro. But this was just ridiculous. Give me y'all thoughts and opinions down below. And let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know who it is. It's Look at Jay. Thank God for another day. May y'all be safe. I love y'all. Christ was not so much more than I ever will. And yeah, bro. I'm out, man.
Just reckless, straight reckless. You know what I'm saying? Let me go with my boy George Michael.
Now, I've been covering this situation with this young girl, Sharonda Hatt, and her daughter and her son get packed out by some kids, right? We saw that these children jumped on her. The city came out. The city is marching. Everybody's upset. Politicians want to get involved. The mayor is speaking on it. It's went viral. People all over the country is talking about this, right? And I've been talking about the culture within that community, right? The culture, right? And why are children that they're seeing, that they're emulating? This woman, Sharonda, was she's the mother of these two children. Sharonda Hatter, she's sickly. She's dealing with sickle cell anemia, right? So when people saw her, they said, well, why didn't she fight back while she's weak? She's been in and out of the hospital. The woman is very sickly. But one thing that I just saw that I don't like, flu or something, but what I noticed was the children playing this down because it's violence. And the mother got the child to go online to speak her piece, to explain what happened, instead of keeping that child's identity offline. And I know that there's no father there, because this is just idiotic and stupid. Like, why would you put your children online to all of us out there to see that with this egregious act that they're being charged with? Mind you, these are not teenagers. These are children, right? So the mom, she props her child up there, to explain her side of the story, and she came on by saying this.
I want y'all to meet Kamira. She is one of the children that was a part of the fight at OT Bright School on yesterday. We're just coming live so she can say her piece and take accountability. I won't say too much. And please, anyone that decides to say anything, keep it respectful. This is the child.
Hey, my name is Kamira Grant, and I was wrong for
It's okay.
I was wrong for everything that I did, and I was just being a follower, following everybody who don't even got nothing that I got. And I apologize for everything, because I wouldn't want to be in that situation. And I feel bad because I gotta go through so much. Right? I wish I would never did what I did.
Do you have anything to say? I think her name is Shauna.
I was a bit people think
You have to give a sincere apology.
somebody I'm not.
Right? Kudos to the mom to put her on live,
I'm a different person than that.
The apology in public too.
I think everybody, we've all seen the video. Everybody's been sharing it. The public outcry is definitely there. And we're all on the same accord that it was, we want, I think more so than anything, we want everybody to understand that this is a child. All of them children that was in that video was children. Some of them, not all of them, may have families, but this baby here, she has a family that cares, that loves her, that has held her accountable. She understands what is going on, and I don't expect her to speak. We do not expect her to speak as we are going to speak, because she's a child. What grade are you in, Kamira?
8th.
She's in 8th grade.
What grades do you get?
A's and B's, and I was homecoming queen. I'm the captain of the cheerleading team.
And you know that.
And
All that you doing stupid.
I know I'm a better person than what I was yesterday. And I can make a difference.
And you will make a difference, right?
I will make a difference.
Sounds like a
Okay.
apology.
So whoever laughing, whatever that's about, I want y'all to know that this baby, as well as all the other babies that's in that video, are very much our future. So if we laughing at them, we laughing at ourselves. So we want to make sure that we check that, and that we be present, and that those people that are not on the ground, those people that are scared of our young kids, that we get out here and we touch them, that we let them know that we hear, that we got something to say, that we care about them, that they have more resources than they know, and that we are available to them.
And know that it takes a village. It takes a village to raise all these kids. This is not just one person's fight. This all, and I want you to know, Kamara, this is not all on you. You taking your responsibility of the role that you played in this. And she know the role that she played in this. And I want y'all to know that this is not the kid that she is, nor will she let the internet turn her into a kid that y'all gonna try to say she is. So we are cooperating with investigation, or whatever needs to happen will happen.
And I think we had a pretty honest conversation today, right?
Yeah.
And you understand, like, it's okay to be smart. You're smart. You get A's and B's. You the captain of the cheerleading team. You was homecoming queen. You don't have to be bad just because you think it's cool. You don't have to do what other people do. Right? This don't define you. You are wrong. But this is not your end all be all. You can come back from this.
And you will come back from this.
You will come back from this. And everybody, like, give these parents and these kids, let's give them, the kids, a little grace. Let's get to the bottom of this. This is an issue in our community. This is why the term a village, it's a lot for a parent. I'm not a parent, but it's a lot for a parent. Like, let these kids take accountability, but let's not dog these kids. These are kids.
And let's make sure that we explain it to these kids why it's wrong. A lot of these kids are each other influences. And it's so easy to say, oh, they being raised wrong. No, sometimes kids are being raised right. This child, she being raised right. She's being raised correctly. Peer pressure is something. We all experienced it. Peer pressure is something. We all experienced it. So we're not going to try to somehow take ourselves out of the equation.
And also, we can start an initiative. I think we're going to work with Kamara to start maybe a bullying campaign or something to raise more awareness, to let everybody know that this is serious. You know it's serious and that this not okay. So yeah, and we'll definitely have some bullying, anti-bullying, even peer pressure. It's all the same. It's all one and the same. So
this is Chicago. It's a big city.
Yeah.
And we all we got.
But
you let's be a real village.
But you also know you make your own decisions. Mm-hmm. When you get in trouble, you in trouble. You don't get to fall back on it because you're a kid. Yeah, we all know that, but you still have to put your best foot forward. You still got to do the best that you can. You still cannot put your hands on people, feet on people, or none of that. The only time you need to be putting your hands on somebody is if they touch you. Other than that, your hand's supposed to be on your side.
I just want to say this.
So there's a whole lot of things wrong with this. Well, first they said it takes a village, but I don't got no kids, but it takes a village, right? You got a whole bunch of women on there. The one woman, the light-skinned woman on the left with the hood on, she, you know, I can see what's going on here, right? And why this situation is happening. They're talking about her accomplishments that she did where she just committed a crime, right? Against kids, and she's in the 8th grade. She's in the 8th grade. It should be way more accountability coming from these parents and the way that they're dealing with the child. Number one, number two, child. Because you got a dumbass mom. You went and put your child online and mixed up with something like this. They're going to be able to pull this footage years. This is going to follow her now because there's no logic in the house, all emotion. There's no logic. There's no, hold on, wait a minute. I'll put my baby on there. No, she did something real messed up. We got to be accountable. We got to deal with that. We can reach out to the family. We can do all those things. But as far as putting her image out there online with these words and doing that, that's idiotic. We can't do that. There's no structure in that house. You can clearly see that there's no structure in there. And I'm calling it for what it is, right? This little girl was out of line. Her life ain't over. Can she be redeemed? Absolutely. She's a child with an undeveloped brain. I work with children, so I see this all the time. I get it, right? But what she did was something harmful. She needs to understand what she's done so it can be corrected. Because I'm sure for her to have the heart to do something like that, this ain't the first time that she's done something like this or talked like this. I wonder how they communicate inside that household with all those women like that. I don't know, but people can't watch to talk about this, and the news reported this.
Tonight, a school community outrage after students allegedly attack a mother walking her kids home from school. Extra security and more adults outside of Bright Elementary School as students left for the day today. This after an attack 24 hours earlier on a parent. City officials and CPS administrators were at the school most of the day.
It's horrifying, particularly for the young children, to know that they're going to have to live with that trauma for the rest of their lives.
The focal point here is how we support the family and the community, and we got to try to make sure things like this don't happen again.
Video shared tens of thousands of times on Facebook shows the attack. You see the woman being punched and eventually falling to the ground, where the assault turns even more violent. We've frozen the video here because it's too graphic after this point. We've also blurred the faces of the people involved because they're minors and no charges have been filed. Today, dozens of people came out to support the mom who allegedly reported to the school her son was being bullied for 2 years. Some parents did not.
This has been going on, and a lot of the parents need to be held accountable. Them kids need to be held accountable.
Mayor Johnson issued a statement saying, in part, we must redouble our efforts to teach our young people that violence is never an acceptable response. Our students and families should always feel safe on their way to and from school, and we must make the critical investments necessary to make that a reality in every part of our city.
It's an outrage, and I just feel like we got to do better as parents, maybe a community, maybe as the school, and this could have been prevented if, if the school would have helped out more.
That jumped on them, some type of justice.
Sources tell us some students will be questioned. However, investigators are using great sensitivity, we're told, because those to be questioned are minors. Meanwhile, CPS tells us they are working to support the victims of the attack, and city officials tell us they are working to try and find another location for this family to live. In the South Deering neighborhood, Leah Hope, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Now, let me say this as a youth counselor. Kids with undeveloped brain don't fully understand the consequences of actions the way adults do. They act off impulse. This is sad because it was caught on video. It's sad if it's not caught on video. But we got to remember that these are still children. These are not grown-ups that's committing these egregious acts. And something has to be done. But I want to say this because it's not the school's fault. It's not the school. Stop blaming the school. It's the culture within the communities that we come from. Children are like sponges. They absorb the things that they see and they manifest those behaviors. Whether it's coming from the household, outside, at auntie's house, at uncle's house, they are seeing these debaucherous behaviors and they're acting it out. Mind you, Chicago's a gang city. What do these kids see when they live in GD neighborhood, BD neighborhood, Blackstone's neighborhoods, right? Vice Lords, Four Corner Hustlers. When they live in those neighborhoods, what are they seeing? What are they copying? So the mom, she responded again. She said, I'm so drained. I am to the ground while they were. He was trying to get to me. He was terrified, and so was my daughter. And the little boy pulled his baby there. Y'all do. I'm sitting here crying because I can still hear the cries of my kids saying, Mommy, help me. I'm hurt. I'm scared. My kids did not want to go home. I'm reading it the way she wrote it. My mama had to come get them. Yo, I'm so hurt. And for y'all people on this app claiming I was scary and bogus for not helping my kids, how could I help when they had me on the ground stomping me? And then they involved my daughter, a 12-year-old, pulled my 6-year-old daughter's hair. No, I'm not okay. I'm torn. And this is what I'm saying, where people online are just so harsh and disrespectful and vile and mean. And a lot of that stuff is our people, man. We are a lot of our people are so hateful, disrespectful, vile, mean, and our kids are copying this. Our kids are emulating this type of culture. It is what it is. It's a sad thing that that this thing happened. But if you don't deal with the culture, that's why I created the shirts Nerves Over. Y'all know, because I always believe if you could change the way that they speak, you can change the way that they see themselves. If you can change the way that they see themselves, you can change their outcomes. You can change what they manifest, right? So we gotta start changing the way that these kids think, change the way that they speak. We got to be careful in the way that we speak around them. Right? The things that we do when we're around them, because they're sponges. They're copying. They're gay.
Yeah. Shout out to George Macon. I'm not point with that, but I don't believe that it's the school's fault, it's a parent's fault at the end of the day. Got me out here. I mean, kids do all types of bullshit. And then still no discipline. You know what I'm saying? For them to say, well, the school has to answer to that. The school ain't got no. Once your kids out of school, man, that's the parents. The parents gotta be held accountable for that, The school can only do so much, you know what I'm saying? So the school could help with an anti-bullying campaign educate the students, but the accountability relies on the parents, man. All those parents that are involved in that. At least one parent stepped up and and that their kid was going to be held accountable. But they're sorry, But they need to do that face to face, on camera, with the victim, on their children, Not just individually. It looks like a cloud chase, dude. Sometimes. So it's kind of messed up, but it is what it is, man. Our kids better get your minds right. Stop acting up out here, It's community ain't going for it. I need to shoot y'all. It's your boy Matt Wisdom. My slogan. Keep it real in the field. Yeah. Peace.